The economic crash became a Great Recession thanks to the intervention of Barack Obama, who spiked spending, taxation, and regulation. He followed FDR's playbook. The result was the slowest economic recovery in modern American history. In 1994, the federal government spent about $1.5 trillion. In 2007, the federal government spent about $2.7 trillion. In 2009, that number jumped to $3.5 trillion and stayed around or above that number for the entirety of Barack Obama's presidency. To understand what bad depression policy looks like, it's also worth looking at two depressions that didn't happen. In 1907, the stock market cratered after a failed attempted takeover of United Copper. A consortium of major bankers led by J.P. Morgan came in and bought up all the troubled assets. John Rockefeller inserted an enormous amount of his own money into a troubled bank. The panic lasted precisely 1 month. In 1920, the markets entered a depression as the United States and the rest of the world exited the war economy of World War I. Inflation and wartime expenditures had put governments behind the eight ball. Their solution, a massive slashing of the federal budget, from $18.5 billion in 1919 to $6.4 billion in 1920, and then all the way down to $3.3 billion in 1922. The New York Fed, meanwhile, raised its discount rate despite a collapse in the monetary base. The unemployment rate spiked to 11.7% in 1921. It was down to 2.4% by 1923. As Robert P. Murphy of the Independent Energy Institute writes, the conclusion seems obvious to anyone whose mind is not firmly locked into the Keynesian or monetarist framework. The free market works.